did it, man. 30 games. 30 days. Beep. It happened. Holy cow. So, we made it to Camden.
Our excitement is slightly tempered right now by our exhaustion.
Yes.
So don't misconstrue our excitement for actually completing the trip. It's just, let's get some sleep first. And then,
Yes.
We can worry about that. But yeah, Camden, recap.
Well,
30.
before we get to Camden, let's talk about...
we had to get to Camden.
Yes, exactly. Before we get to Camden, let's get to Camden. 8-hour drive from Detroit. We had not one, but 2 accidents on the highway that we had to navigate around on rural 2-lane roads. A total trip. Listening to the game on the radio while we're driving, rooting as hard as we can for everyone to take pitches and like elongate the game. It was crazy.
It was. Honestly though, if we had truly gotten hit by either of those accidents, we'd have been done.
Yeah.
We don't make Camden. 30 and 30 is not a reality if we'd actually gotten stuck.
Yeah.
So we got a little lucky, but at the same time, it was also us that made that luck. So
Totally.
it was a harrowing experience. If you haven't checked out the Periscope video we took of running into Camden and feeling like it was Cloverfield or the Blair Witch Project,
Yeah.
by all means do so. Although apparently that's going to be gone in 24 hours. So
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if you're going to have the ability to post that video at any point.
I might. It's longer than 10 minutes though. I don't know. Well, we'll figure out a way to get it out there, or to get the good parts of it out there.
At least,
Maybe.
well, parts 1 and 2. Like
Yes,
you could do it in
exactly.
2 parts.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
So in any case, that was a heck of
Yeah.
a lot of fun sprinting into the game. I still cannot believe you made a wardrobe change, you crazy idiot
I
moron.
want to get the uniform on.
Dumb.
Come on, we got the uniform.
Dumb person.
We had time.
We didn't have time. You're out of your
We
mind.
did.
You didn't.
So Camden, we got to the park. The glory, the majesty, the beauty of Camden. The template on which all of the rest of these new ballparks were built upon. What'd you think, Tim?
I thought it was good. I thought it was a top 10, but not a top 5 type of ballpark.
Okay.
I liked their entryway right off the public transit. So I mean, it was very clear that was the exit or the entrance that they wanted you to use right off of Camden right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice. They had a bunch of statues, although absolutely no explanation or placards as to what the statues were.
That was weird.
So you were left like guessing a little bit.
I recognized Earl Weaver. I know that he's their famous manager.
So that was interesting. They also had the Babe out front, so they were also trying to latch onto the Babe only because he was a Baltimorean.
But they had a statue of a young Babe, so
Yes.
I think trying to capture his youth days as a Baltimorean.
Anyway,
People love the Babe.
yeah.
George Herman. Okay. Yeah. So here's my. I'm just gonna say it.
I know you don't like the warehouse. I don't get it. I don't understand why you don't like it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
You
maybe it's just I'm
liked the metal
tired.
supply company at Petco.
I
but
did like the metal
but
supply
you don't
company.
like the warehouse in Camden. How does that make any sense?
The metal supply was like. It was not the majority of your view in the park. You could stand on top of it. It was kind of like a.
You could not stand on top of it. We got a private tour up there.
Yeah, you can stand on top of it.
Okay, yeah. Like when you say you don't mean the people. You mean like a very small cross section of the people. We couldn't have gone and stood up on top of that warehouse.
Correct.
Unless the Orioles brought us up there, but you could go up there.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think you can stand on top of it.
Of course you can.
Maybe. I mean, there was like infrastructure set up in the metal supply company. It doesn't matter. So the warehouse is just it's there. It's the major feature of the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge part of your view. And maybe I'm tired, and when I sleep a little bit more, I'll think about it. But it just seems like I need to read a little bit more about the history of it. Like, was that a part of the Baltimore city? Was it? I don't know. Okay. So right now I'm not like super sold on it, but maybe I will be. Here's what I did like. I liked the orange and black was like a great color scheme to me. I know that's not really something that we're judging, but I like the color scheme.
Okay, Brianna.
Yeah. What did we notice on the way out? Oh, they marked the home runs hit on the street outside.
That was cool.
In little bronze plates. I thought that was really neat.
Adam Dunn.
Yeah.
Or no, it was Jim Thome, right?
I think Jim Thome had the longest one, yeah.
That we saw.
Yeah. So, that's, yeah. I agree that it's probably going to wind up being a top 10 ballpark.
It's tough because, again, when you're the template, people can then correct any imperfections that the ballpark may have had, and at the same time can also add unique features that Camden may not have had the opportunity to do.
Yeah, true.
I did like how open their concourses were. You could very easily move freely throughout. Yeah. Even if that place was packed, which by the time we got there and it was 8-0, it wasn't exactly packed, it still seemed fairly easy to traverse.
How about, did it feel intimate to you when we were on the top?
Yeah, not as much as some of the other ones, but it was like it wasn't as intimate as PNC or Kauffman, that's for sure. But it felt better than Safeco and about the same as Coors. Maybe worse than Coors.
What's interesting is they had the gates to enter and exit were like very clearly in the back, kind of like spilling out or drawing in from the train station and kind of the downtown Harbor District. So that was kind of it. The other gates around that weren't there were very minimal, like clearly not designed for people to enter at. Yeah. So that was kind of something we hadn't seen. But I did like how, speaking of that downtown thing, it is the first of kind of like 3 attractions I think that they built in that downtown region. You have that, you have the casino, and then you have the football stadium. And since Camden was first, it's the closest to downtown, so it's going to get the benefit of being a downtown, attraction, even though it is kind of part of a sports complex.
Yet it doesn't receive, in my opinion, any of the benefit other than public transit of a downtown location, because it didn't have a skyline view, it didn't have attractions around it really. There's that little bar corridor that was just on the outside by the Brooks Robinson statue, but that was about it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep correct. The actual like harbor, whatever they call it, Harbor District is still like a few blocks away. So that's a good point. Ideally, I think they'd want it to be more of a downtown, but that ain't happening.
Nope. So anyway,
cool. Yeah,
we've made the 28 and 35 journey.
Woohoo.
We are literally pulling into the street to get Brian's car.
Yes.
Somebody suggested, and I think it's a wonderful suggestion, that you should periscope the returning of the rental car.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
I think it would.
I don't think.
Either that or GoPro it, one of the two.
GoPro, maybe.
Okay, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
But so this is our last recap. However, this is definitely not our last piece of content. There is so much to discuss. We have not done our final rankings yet. We have so much more to discuss, not only about the ballparks, but just about the entire trip and all of our ridiculousness that accompanied it. So be on the lookout for more of that.
Yes, we're gonna I think make videos of basically we talked about, there's so many stuff that we talked about ranking that we never got a chance to on these videos, just because they're only 10 minutes. So much stuff that we were thinking about, so many like stories that we heard on the road, all the stuff we heard when people were talking to us that we want to like keep talking about. So we will continue to do that on a frequent basis.
Wow. Yeah. You almost got that one right.
Almost.
Plus, I still can't wait to play my ballpark conglomeration newlywed game.
Yes, that's gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure I know what your ballpark looks like.
I don't know if you do, but we're gonna find out.
Okay, good. All right, guys.
So, 30 and 30 for 30.
30 and 30.
It happened.
4:30. Okay, let's try it again.
That was much better. Tired. That's what we're gonna chalk that one up to.
Sure.
But we can now tell Eddie No Pants that we had another high five.
We did. There were multiple high fives today.
See you guys.